Good morning, SCA. Pastor Jordy here. Just happy belated Thanksgiving to you. I hope you had a really good long weekend. To start, we just have a couple of announcements. First one is from Mr. Reynolds. So here it is. There's an information meeting for anybody interested in playing high school basketball, boys basketball, this year. The meeting is this Thursday in the South Gym at 11:45 until 12. So for 15 minutes. It's a very important meeting about open gym times and tryouts for this year's team. So make sure you come. If you're interested in playing, you are encouraged to show up to that meeting. If you can't attend, you are to talk to Mr. Reynolds or Mr. Corville for more information. Announcement number 2. On Saturday, so this coming Saturday, TAVO is participating in a walk with other Edmontonians to raise awareness of human trafficking. They're going to meet at the park right beside the old Strathcona Farmers Market, then walk down White Ave, across the high-level bridge to the legislature grounds, and then they're going to walk back again. Other years, there's been like about 90 people, so that's pretty cool. If you're interested, you're going to meet at the park at noon, and the walk's going to end around 3. If you have any questions, you can talk to Jasmine Williams or Mrs. Christensen or Mrs. Glubish. So, and I just want to say too, if you have something that you want to announce that you think lots of people need to know about in our school, just send me an email. I'll try and get it on for you. Remember also to check the board underneath the stairs. On first today, we have some special guests. The first one up is our assistant principal, Mrs. Arzate. She is standing by. Over to you, Mrs. Arzate.
Good morning, SCA. It is just so great to come back after a long weekend and see your faces and just hear about your adventures over the weekend. And to me, Thanksgiving weekend really marks the end of the first chapter of the school year. So it's kind of that unofficial marker of a change of season. So we've gone through school startup, we've gone through the rush of getting into classes and changing classes and setting up our locker and figuring out our schedule. We've kind of hit a groove. You probably have your schedule memorized, and now we're just trucking along. So Thanksgiving weekend for me was a really great opportunity to just kind of press pause and reflect on the last 5 or 6 weeks, and then set some intentions for how we're going to start fresh for this second chapter of the school year. So just like the start of the school year, we kind of set goals and kind of think about what am I going to focus on? What am I going to be intentional about in this next chapter? The start of the school year, we start off, we buy our new school outfits, we get our new school shoes, we might go for a haircut, we buy our new school supplies, like the coolest binder and pencils and pens out there. And then we kind of make these intentions about how we're going to do the school year. We might set some goals like we're going to study more, or we're not going to be late for class, or we're going to make sure that we stay on top of our schedule and our calendar, and we really press in and we do our best. But then we kind of, as we get going and as we find a groove and as we truck along, we kind of slip off the path a little bit. So at the beginning of the school year, I often set fitness goals. And this year I set this goal to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning and walk my dog for half an hour. And I did really good at the beginning. And as the days got colder and the mornings got darker, I'm not quite as consistent as I was at the start of the year. So I've kind of set that intention again that I'm going to start fresh here in October, and I got some gear to bundle up and out I'm going. But we want to kind of do that same thing with the school year. So I gave myself some grace, I reflected, and then I set new intentions. And that's kind of what I would love for us to do here at school around the ideas of wearing our masks and social distancing and just following some of those safety protocols. So we did such a great job, especially when we went into outbreak status. You guys just dug in and you really did a great job of wearing your masks, doing the hand sanitizer when we came in the morning. social distancing, eating only in your classrooms, junior highs making sure they were in their classrooms for eating times and not sneaking off campus during that 11:45 to 12 o'clock time. You guys just rocked it. But it felt like just up till Thanksgiving that we were just kind of slipping off the path a little bit. So my challenge to you as we move forward and is to take advantage of this opportunity to close a chapter, start a new one, and really press in to being mindful and intentional about how we're keeping our community safe. So thank you to those of you who are consistently doing those things, who are setting a great example for our community. And thank you to those of you who are willing to take on that challenge and be intentional about how we move forward through this second chapter of the school year. So God bless. Take care. I'm curious to hear more stories about your Thanksgiving weekend. And over to you, Pastor Jordy.
Thanks, Mrs. Ozette. I appreciate that. Hey, everybody. I know Thanksgiving is over, but really, of course, our Thanksgiving should never be over. Philippians chapter 4 is a good word for us today. It says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving," there it is, "present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus." You know, the Apostle Paul, he wrote this in prison, actually, and it does seem strange that a man in prison would be telling a church or the people of God to rejoice. But Paul's attitude teaches us a very important lesson. Our inner attitudes do not have to reflect our outward circumstances. Paul was full of joy because he knew that no matter what happened to him, Jesus was with him. It's just true. So SEA, I hope that encourages you today. And I've asked some of my closest friends to join us today and just say what they're briefly thankful for. So here's Gwen. She's in grade 11. Most of you know her. And she loves to bake and swim. Gwen, over to you.
Hi, this Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for my family and that they're healthy and that I can see them this Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Gwen. Our next person that's going to share is Aurerku, and he's in grade 7. He loves soccer, even though he's wearing a basketball jersey. He really, really does love soccer. Over to you, Chief.
This Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for my life because everything I have fun doing happens because I'm alive.
Thanks, buddy. Great word. Lindsay's our next person. She's in grade 11. She's an auntie, actually. She'll tell you all about it if you ask her. Over to you, Lindsay.
Hi, this Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for my friends. This Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for my friends because they take the time to listen to whatever I'm going through.
Thanks, Lindsay. It's a good word, too. Hey, Shay's going to talk next. He's in grade 11, and he loves music. Shay, take it away, brother.
This Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for my parents because they correct us when we're wrong.
Thanks. And wrapping us up is Rhett. He's in 7A, loves hockey and mountain biking. Rhett, over to you.
Hi, this Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for a free country because other countries don't have freedom.
Thanks, Rhett. It's good word. So, SEA, again, hopefully that encourages you today. Hope that helps you kind of keep a mind of thankfulness, even if Thanksgiving is over. Aesop, long time ago, actually in the BC realm, he said, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough." Pretty cool phrase. I wanted to kind of leave on a somber note, but it's couldn't have planned this. But I got a kind of an emergency prayer request this morning that we just wanted to share with you guys. And maybe somebody could just lead out and pray for this morning. I got it from Mr. Chung. There was, now we're taping this on Friday. I know you're seeing this on Tuesday, but it's Friday right now in real time. And this morning, so before Thanksgiving, there was a huge fire this morning. And I'm just going to read the request that came from Mr. Chung. And again, as we be thankful, if you wouldn't mind just even a time of silence or somebody praying for this. But here's the request. The Emmanuel Foundation's warehouse just burnt down this morning. We partnered with them last year packing food. And Derek is an SCA alumni and is one of the main operators of this organization. Mr. Corville has already reached out to see if there's anything that we as a school can do, and missions classes are certainly working on that. And it's in the news. I woke up this morning. I didn't know that it was Emmanuel Foundation until I got to school today. So again, if you wouldn't mind remembering Emmanuel Foundation, and again, we're going to be in contact with them. Thanks, Mr. Corville, as far as what we could do as a school, because we've already worked with these people. They're wonderful people. But would you remember them today in your prayers? So God bless you, SCA. Have a great week. Peace.